Oh, did I say, excuse me, that I was gonna play Final Fantasy IV tonight? Yeah, I lied. I can't stop playing this. I don't know. I'm addicted. I can't stop.
It's Kizzy! Kizzy!
Why?
Still here, as expected.
Does this mean Jin Furue's parents were Tokiko and Chikara?
Dante said he should be out for hours still.
Humanity will eventually reach moksha.
Yeah, so last time was fucked. So we're locked. Oh, you know what? I'm prepared. I have a thing. That's right, I remember. I have a screenshot of it somewhere. Where is it? He is the Almighty. So, I need to go back to Chikara's Somnium again? Yeah, or not Chikara. Whoever, I don't know her name. Does she have a name? No. I gotta do the whole sync again until the PC part? Let's see if I remember how to do this. So in other news, you know how I printed this tiny little slug? Yeah, I printed a bigger one. It's like a foot long, and it's got weight to it. I don't have a picture of it. I'll have to show it next time I stream. But like, fuck, this thing turned out it's not perfect. But it's pretty goddamn close. It's a little marred on the bottom. But I think I finally got the 3D printer, like, where I want it. Also, right. Do that. I think I finally got the 3D printer where I want it. This thing, it feels like I'm holding an animal. Like a rat in my hand. A very heavy, fat rat. It's weirdly cute. It's like I printed it in, like, a translucent blue filament. But it's, like, foggy because it's got layer lines, obviously. So it's only, like, semi-transparent. If you look at it from the bottom, it's really transparent. From the top, it's, like, really cloudy. It's cool. It's like the night sky. The daytime sky. I got it right. I don't know. I like it a lot. Speaking of like it a lot, I like this music a lot. The Somnium is a little more confusing. Okay, so I hid. Can I hide where I can't hide there? Does it matter where I hide? Like, what if I hide in the locker?
Did I make it in time?
I want to see if it's different.
What is that? It's gross.
Wow, it is quite psychedelic.
Well. She's not here. Where are you hiding? Here? Not here. Where are you? It's dark. I can't see a thing. Why are you running from me? All I want to do is break your bones. It's an important test. We can discover how quickly you can heal.
That's terrible.
Let's use this whole room.
I forgot how long this takes. Too late. Sunken cost fallacy. Oh, he didn't find me? So the locker is the correct one.
Oh, he's gone.
Okay. That was different. I'm a fan of different. Maybe you get an achievement. I don't know. Okay, time to skip through all of it. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta take this. What phenomenon do you like? Probably ectoplasm. I should have picked poltergeist. Date takes it out around Nakameguro at 90. Apparently the little eyeball is irisy. Are we gonna jump on? So, is the word almighty? They called him the Almighty. Oh, fuck, I messed up. Hold on, I'm fine. It's fine, it's fine! I got these slugs on my desk now. I need to make more of them in multiple colors.
Does it hurt? It hurts, doesn't it? I always wanted to do a nerve gas resistance.
Wait, why am I listening to this? Okay, so don't touch anything.
Huh?
He's gonna see me here, but Iba should be behind the machine now. Yep, okay, cool. And then I throw a thing at it. I remember this.
Yes.
Still remember it. Poor chemicals. Yeah, sure. That's interesting. It's like, it gave me like a little... Oh, you sure you don't want to use a timey? Are you sure? Alright, what am I... I'm going to the computer. Do not touch the pole. For some reason, they're like parts of his body or something. So... No...
Rewrite the program.
An 8-letter word.
Alright, so is this it?
What can that word be?
That's...
He has not noticed me yet, but we have no time to waste. Let's try it.
Is it 8 letters? That's 8 letters.
What is this?
What's going on?
I don't know. It's a little confusing. Oh, hello.
What?
This isn't new information. Like, we know he was doing human experimentation on children. Like, it's fucked up. Got closer to the experiment results. Go after... Oh. Got closer. Go after the result of the experiment. She was trying to uncover Chikara's experiments in order to protect children who went through what she did. The fuck?
Something is wrong with their breathing.
This song played in a different Somnium. I don't know which one.
They're in pain.
I can't remember. I already saw what the key was, didn't I? She was trying to uncover Chikara's experiments in order to protect the children who went through what she did. I think that's what it said earlier.
Another child over there.
Is it erasing the keys?
Where?
That'd be weird.
They are slightly transparent, but odd. We cannot interact with them.
We can't?
It is not looking good.
All right, Rena, calm down.
What is going on with them?
This is only speculation, but there appears to be mental damage.
This is awful.
Yep, to protect children who went through what she did.
Mizuki, that child is becoming a little more solid.
You're right. They are.
Is it Mizuki? Is it the girl? They've got like a masculine build, so... I don't know.
This child is not moving.
My legs. My arms.
Chikara did this.
No. They're even more clear now.
The more we investigate the child, the more tangible they become.
What is their relationship with the other children?
Were there more? Oh yeah, there's another one over here.
They're not moving.
Is this?
Anesthesia? Mizuki, we can interact with that child again.
We should take a look.
Okay.
There does not appear to be a problem.
Wait. Those children from earlier.
My guess is they were all Chikara's test subjects.
How many children did he do this to?
I did it!
No. This can't be happening. Chikara's experiment is almost complete.
So Chikara's whole thing was like he was trying to become immortal or something, right? Fat load of shit that did for him. Go after the child.
Complete. Does that mean there's an immortal kid out there with eternal youth?
The child that got away earlier raises suspicion.
Yeah, let's find them.
That's...
Book. That's an eyeball.
No way.
Oh, speaking of, actually, hold on.
You need to get some rest every once in a while.
If I ever get fired, maybe I'll go work at Sunfish Pocket.
I am not certain that would turn out well.
What's that supposed to mean? I thought she had a new outfit to put on. She doesn't, I don't think.
The child's growth is heavily stunted.
Iba, chase after them.
We're getting pretty close. I just wanted to see how many eyeballies I had. Are there more? They were like sliding around the room earlier, weren't they? Maybe I got them all. Ah.
Another one.
Yeah, reading, ew.
In fact, he has not significantly changed in appearance in over 6 years.
Could it be?
Shoma. Is that why he looks the same? Dude, Shoma's...
He's currently 18 years old.
He's immortal.
The sole success of Chikara's experiments.
I'm sorry. Shoma is fucking immortal? Give me that bonus. I think I already got it, actually, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna count. I thought maybe it might give me another one, since I did the Somnium, like, a different route this time. Sorry, the slug is very fun to play with, but also it makes a horrendous noise. All living things. So Shoma's fucking immortal?
I had a dream.
Oh?
It wasn't a good dream.
Maybe you're tired.
It was a dream about you. Can we talk about something?
Wasn't this room made for that? Or is this a karaoke room?
Okay, this is not the revelation I expected to have. The sole success. How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Don't worry about my heart. As long as I don't push myself too hard, I'll be fine.
About Chikara Horadori's success.
Chikara Horadori. After many years of insanity, his research is nearly complete. It's been decades, and finally,
What do you mean by nearly?
he couldn't completely stop the aging process, but he was able to slow it to a crawl. I'm sure Chikara was content with that success, because through that, he was able to achieve something far more difficult.
What?
Slowing down the aging process wasn't only achieved by modifying the genomes of fertilized embryos. Chikara was able to rearrange the DNA of a fully matured adult.
Like your whole body?
After all, it wouldn't be as meaningful to him if he couldn't. No amount of research would allow him to turn back into an egg.
I'm pretty sure that's, like, actually impossible, but go on. In the real world, that is.
As I told you before, I was created by having my genome rearranged. And I'm not the only one born this way. All for Chikara's research of eternal youth and life. Many children were used for his research.
Can you tell me one last thing? In the dream, the last thing I saw was a boy I know well. Is he also a victim of the research?
Yes.
Shoma Enda.
The lone success of the research. He's cursed with eternal youth and life.
It's fucking... So, I was joking when I said he still looks like a child?
The Kotatsu.
So you're, like, immortal? Dude, that's cool.
Didn't I tell you not to just get under the Kotatsu without permission?
You did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, are you angry? Your temper is as hot as the Kotatsu.
Can you leave?
No.
Why not?
No.
Because Kotatsus are made for 2 people.
Are they made for 4? Like, it's 4 sides to it, button.
Shoma, question time.
Who's immortal?
You're running a marathon and passed the person in 4th place. What place are you in now?
What? I don't know. What?
So, I passed the 4th place runner. That would make me 3rd place.
The correct answer is 4th place. Even if you pass the 4th place runner, there are still 3 other runners in front of you.
Ah, you got me. Mizuki, you said earlier
She said earlier.
that kotatsus are made for 2 people. I like using it with 3 or more people, too.
Yeah.
Kotatsu. TV remote. Dresser.
Don't you think beef bowls have too much red pickled ginger?
What? Toy robot. Trophy. Toolbox. I can't click on the bookshelf. It's a CRT TV. There's a cute protrusion. Why is it cute? Family altar. It's a poem.
Look, Iva, a picture of you.
Do you want to lose your right eye too?
Yes. No, think about it. Like, think about having 2 AI balls. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, like, you can't really go blind in this universe unless maybe, like, your nerve is damaged. Like the brain, the nerve from the eyes to the brain, to the nerve, to the brain, to the brain, to the nerve, to the brain, to the nerve, to the brain. Refrigerator. Add a rooster. Okay, good enough. All right, let's talk.
You are young, but remarkably intelligent for your age. I believe you can comprehend the teachings of Nyes. This world which you have lost all faith in is a false one. By reaching the real world through moksha, you can rid yourself of all your complications and concerns.
Yes, trust the weird purple lady. Oh, we're not going to talk about that one. Okay, give chocolate. I took some chocolate out of my pocket and handed it to Shoma. Didn't we do this already, or did I do that with someone else?
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's Valentine's Day today, isn't it?
That's weird. I feel like you gave me the same chocolate before, Mizuki.
That's what I said.
I did?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It was in this route. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you got superpowers, Shoma.
That's strange. I don't remember.
Maybe it's deja vu. Anyway, thank you.
Oh, he's got superpowers. Are you lonely? Sad? Gonna cry?
About what?
Piss your pants, baby?
You're living by yourself, right?
Would you like a nice slug for this trying time? It kind of feels gross. But it's so pretty looking. I gotta get a picture of it for later. I need to, like, perch it up on something. Like, I'm so surprised that it turned out this well, because, like, literally what happened was the first print failed, I got mad, and then I, like, hastily, like, slapped a glue stick on the bed, and, like, I thrashed it around a little bit, and then I just started the print, not expecting it to turn out well, but it.
I'm okay. My big sister comes to visit all the time.
Huh? You have a big sister?
Oh, I didn't tell you? You know her.
I do? Who is it?
Amame Doi.
What? What you're telling... What?
What? You're her little brother?
Her father was Cube Headman?
Is it that surprising?
Yes?
Well, our parents divorced and we have different last names, so I guess you wouldn't know.
Where should I do if I saw a UFO? Get on. Amazing jump power E. What? could just throw these things at me, game. What the f... about the rocket?
Yeah. I saw online there was some kind of scene.
I heard it was nice. You know anything about it?
No, nothing. The internet thinks it might have to do with something called the nirvanA initiative. But I don't know anything about it. Tokiko didn't tell me anything either.
Were you close with Tokiko?
I don't really know. She looked out for me, but...
I gotta get a new boom arm. This thing is just squeak central.
Of all of us who cracked the BATS 490 code, I was the youngest.
Are you sure?
Oh. Where did the code point to anyway?
The cathedral beneath the Nice Japan building. Well, technically the staircase above it. You head down the spiral staircase to reach the cathedral. 6 years ago, I cracked the code and met Tokiko there. She taught me about Nice and its ideology.
And you converted on the spot.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my fucking throat's acting a lot tonight. Acting up a lot tonight. About your body.
Mizuki, couldn't you be a little more delicate?
Isn't that where they sell sandwiches and stuff?
So you found out about the genome research somehow.
Yeah. But it's okay. I'm the same as you.
What?
I was also a result of genome experiments. Though I was experimented on when I was still an embryo.
I see.
You don't seem surprised.
Mizuki, you can bench press 400 kilograms. Nobody is surprised.
I know about your superhuman strength, Mizuki. If anything, I was kind of expecting it.
About gene therapy.
I know about machine engineering, but not gene engineering. So I don't know too much about the details. But I do know that it works. My body is proof of that. You suspected something was off, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't know about the experiments.
Mizuki, you're different, you know?
How so?
You treat me like a normal person. Even now that you know. The other kids at school weren't like you. They were creeped out by me. They avoided me, made fun of me. I was picked on pretty badly. I remember they ripped up one of my textbooks.
So that's why you ditched school and dropped out.
Delicate.
Sorry.
So it was just my...
Right. About Tokiko.
Excuse me, I'm talking. So it was just my fucking imagination that he got larger. I thought his proportions just, like, slightly increased. No, they're exactly the same.
I also remember this from 6 years ago. I went to the cathedral like normal, and I saw her pass the altar. She had her back to me, so she didn't notice me. I only saw her from behind, but I could tell she was concentrating on something. I didn't want to interrupt by saying something, so I walked up behind her. That was when she noticed me. She put away what she was looking at. I think it was some kind of file. She seemed caught off guard. There was a small safe back there. She put whatever she was looking at in there, closed it, and told me...
What you just saw, you cannot tell anyone, under any circumstances. Or else there will be consequences. Do you understand?
I was surprised. She never threatened me like that before. Guess whatever she was looking at was really important. Something she didn't want anyone to know.
So that's located in a hidden safe behind the altar at the cathedral?
Yeah.
This could be an important lead.
Right. I have to go look.
But the cathedral collapsed, didn't it? Well, then again, Date's still alive.
Destroyed in the explosion 6 years ago.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Oh, right. The staircase collapsed too.
I told Shoma that even if I wanted to, we couldn't get in there now. He answered without hesitation.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Hmm?
There's another entrance.
Hmm?
Another entrance?
This would have been good to know, like, forever ago, and so we headed to the coordinates that Shoma gave us.
What? What is this?
It is locked quite securely.
This wasn't here 6 years ago.
But that was a different staircase, wasn't it?
Right.
I attempted X-ray mode, but this door is made of dense material. The locks are a special alloy. I don't even think your monster strength could get through it.
This is the lockpicking lawyer. Today we're going to be breaking into the Nizet Law's Japan branch headquarters, collapsed cult cathedral.
Any other entrances?
Unknown.
Damn.
At the very least, there are no other entrances shown on the blueprints.
Then what do we do?
If only we knew someone good at lockpicking.
If only. Why does my elbow itch so much? Oh, because there's a fucking mosquito bite on it. Of course there is. Why? Why always in the most annoying possible spots?
I know. Lian!
I called Leon right away. But either his phone was out of battery or turned off, so I couldn't get a hold of him. There was nothing else to do but look for him with Aiba. Some time passed. By the time I found him, the sun was setting.
Lian is at this park?
He should be, yes. The last cellular signal pings from his phone make it likely that he is here.
But I don't see him.
But Kizuna is over there.
You're right. Let's go.
Yoo-hoo! Kizzy! Kizzy?
Oh, Big Sis. What are you doing here?
I was looking for Lian. Kizzy, you don't seem well. Are you okay?
Yes, I am fine.
If you say so. Do you know where Lian is?
He went to go buy a drink at the vending machine.
Oh, were you on a date? Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
She does not seem good. Pond, fountain, tree, bench. Is that it? The machine room, concrete bench. Okay. How are things with Lian?
Well...
You started officially dating yesterday, so I was wondering...
Kizzy seems a little off. She was smiling and happy yesterday.
Perhaps she has an upset stomach.
Sorry, Kizzy. The vending machine over there can't do e-payments. And it's out of change, so I couldn't use a 1,000-yen bill. What a hassle. Oh, Mizuki, when did you get here?
I've been here a while.
This is a familiar cliché.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I can't accept chocolate from you. This year, I'm only gonna accept it from Kizzy. Not that anyone gave me chocolate last year. Kizzy hasn't given me any either.
Collar pull. He can't see there's a collar pull.
But who cares? The time I spend with Kizzy is more valuable than any chocolate.
Lian, I apologize.
Huh?
I cannot see you anymore.
Huh?
Can't see me? Something wrong with your eyesight, Kizzy?
Leon, I cannot be with you anymore.
Bro, we just resolved this like yesterday.
That is what I mean.
Kizzy, why?
Big sis, please do not say anything.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
But why all of a sudden?
I do not like you anymore.
Whoa!
I do not even want to see your face.
Oh.
Kizzy.
I came here today to tell you. Please forget about me. You deserve happiness.
Okay, she's lying. I was about to say, damn!
Goodbye.
Ooh. That sucks, man. You want a slug? I just made it. It's fresh.
Kizzy, what?
Excuse me, good sir.
Is this the taxi driver? Oh
You're
no.
the man they call Leon, correct?
Oh no.
Yes, I am. But...
This is from Richie Chieda. He told me to give you this.
He did?
Now that that's done, I'll be leaving.
Cash.
Oh, this was set up by her father.
So this is breakup money, huh? So that's it. That's what he thinks of me. Damn it. Damn it. I don't want this garbage.
Leon.
Can you leave me alone?
Mizuki, don't let your emotions get in the way. Our job is the investigation.
I know. Leon, listen. I hate to ask you now, but I need a favor.
I'm not picking any more locks.
What?
I'm done. I'm not opening locks for anyone anymore.
Why not?
I don't want to go back to that world. Don't you understand? I don't want to be a criminal anymore.
Mizuki.
Got it.
Man, I feel bad for him.
Well, I guess that makes sense. If you knew, you wouldn't have asked me to open the lock and see what's inside. What the? This must be for the HP case. Why is this here?
The HB case?
Indeed.
Are we gonna sync with Leon? We haven't done that yet, right? No, it's about time.
So it went like this. Leon picked a lock for someone, and what he found was related to the HB case somehow.
Yes, it seems so.
Iva, we're changing priorities. We can worry about that staircase later. First, we need to get into Leon's head.
Yes, let's sync with him.
Oh, here it comes. Excuse me. I've been waiting for this one. Like, it had to happen eventually, right? I cannot stop messing with the plastic slug.
Damn, Mizuki, you can be pretty ruthless. I know it's for the investigation, but you detained your friend who was just dumped.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, did we fucking arrest him? Ooh, he's not, gonna be happy.
I don't want to hear it from you, boss. I'm going to take care of Kizzy later.
If you play your cards right, you should be able to fix the situation. The fact that he was paid off means that Kizuna was probably not genuinely upset with him.
Anyway, I'll take care of that on my end.
I love the way their mouths, like, snap to a giant smile when they're done talking.
Take care of it?
You just focus on the sink. He must have seen something crucial to the HB case, right?
Probably.
Go find out what that was.
Mizuki, I'm sure you already know this.
Right. No more than an hour of sinking at a time.
Okay, maybe you don't already know. 1/10 of that. 6 minutes.
I know. I was kidding, jeez.
Only 6 hours.
Now, let's begin. Good luck.
Six months? Oh, hey, Iba.
Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna die! Okay. Well, thanks for everything, Iba.
Huh? Did I die?
Yeah, you must be dead. You're floating.
I mean, she's died before. Actually, twice, right? No, only once? Yeah, because she's self-destruct. Spoilers.
You're right. I suppose I can float in this Somnium.
Actually, no, who cares?
Interesting.
Like, no, it's the sequel to the first game. Expect spoilers. No, like when she fucking exploded in, Saito. I was like, what the fuck was his name? Saito, in Saito's skull. Who was actually Date, but also Saito at the same time.
Is it?
I have little experience in this regard. It happens quite often, once in a while.
Which is it? Quite often or once in a while?
It depends on the mental state of the subject of the sink. This is Leon's dreamscape.
I think I remember him telling me it was always his dream to fly.
Sometimes a person's wants show up in their dreams, especially the more straightforward types, like Leon.
What was that? Oh. There's a thing floating.
This is Yoyagi Park, right?
It appears to be, though it is different in many ways. Somnium scan, activate!
Leon seems to have information about the HB case. By unlocking the safe, you might discover the secret. Ooh. Pick up. What am I picking up? What is that?
What's this?
Knife? Is that what I saw floating?
A lockpicking tool favored by professionals.
Oh, it's a lockpicking tool.
Locksmiths and thieves.
Maybe Leon used to use this.
Maybe we can open something with it too.
Look at like the glassy texture all over everything. I love it.
We should hold on to it.
It reminds me of... Leon, once the lock was open, his locked memories flowed out. Oh, again? Already? What O parts do you like? I like Crystal Skull. If you keep it, you'll get Kirsty. 12 across the board. I can never answer another question again. Do I have exactly 6,000 eyeballs? Don't you just want someone to talk to? Yes.
Worried about relationships?
No, actually, could you look at this for me? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. See, I would benefit from having a face cam right now, but I'm too lazy to set one up. Look at it. No.
Really? Worried about money?
No.
Worried about health?
No.
Worried about school? I see. Worried about work? Do you really even have any worries?
Worries?
What are you saying? What? Are you bored?
Do I look bored?
What? If you weren't bored, you wouldn't come here. Therefore, you are bored. There is no doubt about it. Your wide-open mouth screams you are bored.
Iva, what's... Oh, wait, that's right. She says it.
Iva, what's tomorrow's weather like?
Do not waste my batteries to ask something like that. Ask the AI in your smartphone.
You basically are a smartphone, though. I mean, like, at least for Date, you were. I just wanted to see if I had 6,000 eyeballies. I do. 12 across the board, 6,000 eyeballies. Oh god, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so we're floating around now. Trash can? Wait, how do I... Oh, no, I am playing Kingdom Hearts right now. Oh, this is weird. Sure, this is wonderful for the bitrate.
That voice. That's...
That was Leon.
There might be more.
Security-wise, the information was. However, it was. It was... What is this? Is that Ganesha? Ganesha?
A picture of Ganesha. This is the same as the one at Brahmin.
I wonder if the info Leon is hiding is related to Kenny.
Difficult to say.
I turned around. I gotta wipe something off my desk. Leon. Just Leon. Sorry, I knocked something over on my desk and it made a little mess. Just a little mess. I cleaned it. I probably can't open this, can I?
It appears to be a standard safe with a keyhole.
I'm feeling like no.
There's something interesting about it. It is made of a lead alloy. I do not believe that is particularly common in safes.
Can you...
No,
Oh.
it is locked.
Whoops.
Got it. Makes sense that Leon's dream is like this. Can you open it?
Break open. Pick open.
Like this, and this. There! It's open. What a good boy. Good safety boy.
You're good at that.
Wow! Tons of money.
A little cliche.
I'm rich! I shouldn't get so hyped up. I'm only gonna steal just this once. I'm going to escape poverty and find a good job.
Saw the memory of criminal days. Open the copper safe. Lee unlocked his important memory so he doesn't forget. Once his... I don't want to know what flowed out.
Is this a memory of when Leon used to steal?
Leon was trying to better himself, I guess. In his own way.
Oh, it turned into a safe.
It flew away. Iva, let's chase it.
What's that? Want to check this first?
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Sometimes I hate how sensitive the... Like, the faster you move the cursor, the slower the camera. It's weird.
An iron door. There is a pull tab on top of the knob.
A pull tab?
Like the ones on a can.
Why is it on the doorknob?
I have to know what happens if I do this.
It won't explode, will it?
We can ask that question after you do it.
Then it would be too late. Well, I suppose I can try. Oh, it opened.
Aww.
You wanted an explosion, didn't you?
Yeah?
There's a piece of paper.
It says 0809.
But the paper appears to be ripped on the right side. I am guessing there was more to this number.
Oh, my head itches. Ugh, hold on. Why hair? It's with these headphones specifically. Like, somehow my hair decides it doesn't want to exist anymore where I placed it. And it just, like, goes wherever it wants. Security-wise, the information was stored separately. However, I already looked at the Book of Ganesha. Where is the safe? I don't know. The non-alcoholic beer?
A can of Alfred, the drink Leon is always drinking. This could fit approximately 500 liters.
Damn. Hey, what's that on there?
That is a keyhole.
It's probably going to make me redo the Somnium, isn't it? I don't care. If I waste time.
This is hard.
It looks like you're making love to the can.
This can is not responding to my advances. This will be a tough nut to crack.
Well, you gotta say it like that.
Shaking it is not gonna do it, huh?
Game? It was easy to find.
It's a can of Alfred.
Maybe it's fine. It's, pick open.
Okay, I will try. This, and this.
Couldn't you just, like, reach your hand in there and, like, push the pins up or something?
It opened.
Easy. Another piece of paper.
This one says 0708. It's torn on the left side.
If we combine it with the other one, it would read 08090708.
I wonder what this number is for.
If we were to break the numbers up into pairs and correlate them to the alphabet, 08 is H, 09 is I, 07 is G, and 08 is H again.
Hi. Yeah, sounds like Leon.
I mean, Leon. Security-wise, the information was stored separately. However, since they were in similar places, it was easy to find. Where's the golden safe? Oh, there it is.
You have 4 minutes remaining.
Sorry, I just wanted to... check something. It's fine. I'm fine.
Another safe came out. There is a keyhole and a keypad for inputting a code. It looks like we need an 8-digit code.
So this needs a key and a code? It's double locked?
I am guessing it will open with either.
So the safe only needs the key or the code. By combining it with the other sheet we found, the number is 08090708.
Yeah, picking it takes like a billion years.
We should input that number.
Already forgot what it was. 08090708. 08090708.
This should be right.
Yes, it opened.
I love yawning. I love the involuntary where I can't talk randomly. Leon locked his important memories so he doesn't forget. Once, though, his memories flowed out.
Is this a magazine?
It looks like a job search magazine.
They're all kind of meh. Huh? How do you read this? Dury Research Institute? I don't know what that is, but I bet I can land that janitor position.
Saw the reason to live clean. Open the silver safe.
This is the memory of when Leon gave up a life of thievery.
Guessing he meant Horadori.
Right, the Institute.
Oh, it turned into a key.
I told you this was Kingdom Hearts.
The ceiling opened up. We can go higher.
What's that paper?
Low to high.
Maybe it symbolizes how Leon wants to bring himself up in the world.
At the same time, I imagine it is also a hint for this SOMNIUM.
Right. Do things from the bottom up.
Let's look around.
Or it's related to a password. That's my guess. What that?
Kizzy's voice. I love Kizzy's voice. And then
It got cut off again.
I am curious about the rest.
That was apparently imperative. No, maybe not imperative, just like it raised the thing a little bit. What?
The statue of a girl at Yoyagi Park in real life. It was dedicated to the happiness and health of children.
Leon went to the park a lot, so maybe he likes it.
Maybe.
No point in reading that quite yet. There's another bucket. I think they look like trash cans. Because that's what they are.
Nothing is happening.
Okay, white bucket does nothing for some reason. Where was... there was like a pink bucket? Where was that? Oh.
Nothing is happening.
Damn it.
3 minutes left. You can do this.
Wasting my time. You're wasting your time, boy! That's the silver safe. I already checked yellow. Yeah. Wait, no, there's two... Wait, what?
An unopened safe. It has a keyhole and a voice activation device. This safe should either open with a key or voice detection.
Open with voice?
Whose voice should I imitate?
I guess, yeah, start with Kizzy.
Kizzy's.
And what should I say?
Low to high. I don't know.
What should you say?
That piece of paper said low to high. It could be related.
Okay, that doesn't really help me. Low to high. What?
This safe does not have a keyhole.
How can we open it?
Pick it?
It is no use. It has no keyhole.
Then we can just make a keyhole.
How?
Aiba, don't you shoot beams out of your eyes?
Even if I did, I repeat my question. How?
You can melt the door and make a hole.
Yeah, exactly.
If I could do that, couldn't I simply walk through the door?
Okay, so that's not happening. What, low to high? Man, the somniums are getting difficult. It's not Alfrey again, isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? Low to high? Because of external pressure. What? I guess I could pick it. Color me stumped, though. I don't know. I don't understand.
A white safe.
Force it open.
How about slamming it on the ground? It looks pretty fragile.
Good idea. The problem is, how do we make floating objects fall?
Let's try hitting it.
Understood. It will not move an inch. Like a lazy dad on his day off.
I wonder if there's something else we can do.
Okay, that was totally worth it. To see her, like, her fucking arm. I already looked at this. I checked the pink bucket.
Mizuki, you have less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
I don't understand. What?
It's a safe. It has a keyhole and a voice activation device.
I could pick it, yeah, I mean... Okay, yeah, just do that.
This won't be easy, but we have to try. Do this, this... I see. Oh. Huh? Oh, crap. Hey. Oh, it's fine. Huh? Huh? No, this isn't good. Oh no!
Dude, what?
Oh, that was... Wait, this isn't good. I need to get ready to apologize. Huh?
Are you good?
This is easy. Easy. Impossible. It opened!
It opened?
What was that? Never mind. Lee unlocked his important memories so he doesn't forget. Once the lock was open, his memories flowed out.
I've always liked this. It really takes me back. Thanks so much.
Don't worry about it. You work really hard. You're not afraid of getting dirty. You even do a good job with the toilets. Though you can be a little rash sometimes.
I'll work on that. I really was a no-good person not too long ago. I was straying off the path, and that's the nice way of putting it. But from now on, I'm going to work hard as a janitor at Horadori Institute. Eventually, I'm gonna be the CEO. Or maybe president is the title there. Anyway, this is when my life begins to skyrocket.
There's a... Oh! There's another one. Hopefully it's not another one of those, like, oh, you need to know the answer for this. Open the metal gate or open the gold safe.
It sounds like he's talking to an older woman. A coworker, perhaps?
Sounds like he was a little clumsy, but well-liked.
This key is...
Whoa!
Aiba!
It's okay. I can move.
What's with that thing?
Uh-oh, it's Chikara.
Damn it! I haven't done a single thing wrong since I started at Horadori Institute. I didn't steal anything. You think an ex-con doesn't deserve to be happy?
That annoying voice. It's Chikara, isn't it?
That sounded like what Chikara said to Leon when he got fired.
That damn
Literally,
Chikara.
every time Chikara gets brought up, like, I just hate him more.
I understand how you feel, but there is more we must do.
You're right. Hey, do you still have the key from earlier?
Oh. Hey, Internet, are you okay? Or are you dying? Why are you dying, Internet? Oh, it's really oh. Give it a second. No, it might recover. Oh, it's not recovering. Huh. Oh, wait. Okay, we good now? I think it's good now. I don't know what that was. Just random die. Is the stream back? Maybe. Okay, now it's back. Yeah, okay. It took it a second. I was like,
Of course. I have been keeping it close.
I'm sure it'll come in handy. Let's look around.
Got it.
Hold on, I gotta take this. What ability do you want? And probably time control. Erotic E. What? He told me E? Oh. Why does talking about... Why does it saying erotic make it evolve into Hito... Never mind. Radio cassette.
This stereo was inside the safe.
Oh, this is the one they use at the dance club.
An old stereo like this? Do they not have a bigger budget?
I think they chose to use it. I remember Kizzy saying, stereos are cool and retro.
What is that stereo doing in the SOMNIUM?
It's cool. And retro. Press play. It's each 30 seconds.
There.
There's nothing in here. We can't play anything.
Not necessarily. Perhaps Leon never conceptualized a cassette tape inside.
That's not what I meant to do.
If we press the play button, it may still play something.
I'm gonna run out of time. Hopefully this is what I have to do.
And just like that...
It's gonna be, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be keys in this song, isn't it? Reviving everything.
Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend.
Why is she sliding? Oh, she's ice skating. I think, maybe not. The iPad in the background. I like that song. It's a good song. So is the Somnium over?
Why are you dancing, Iva?
Dancing is fun because we can all do it together.
Well, okay. 2 safes came out.
Maybe the key from earlier would come in handy here.
But we only have 1 key.
I'm fucked. Leon traps himself in because of external pressure, the lost future, and...
Hurry! You have less than a minute left.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess I can open either one. Let's start with this one.
So bright!
That was beautiful. Kizzy's dance cleansed my heart. Kizzy, I became a locksmith. I'm gonna work a clean and honest job. I'll wait however long I need to. My feelings won't change.
There's more? I'm fucked. Open Leon's heart. Leon traps himself in because of external pressure, the lost future, the broken will, and the love with no direction.
This time it's a memory with Kizuna.
Leon has been faithful to Kizzy for a long time.
This is a stack of cash?
Here comes the money!
This is from Richie.
Leon, I cannot be with you anymore. That is what I mean. Goodbye.
Why? Wait, Kizzy! I'm not worthy of her. I couldn't protect her back then.
This is what we saw in the wink sink. The explosion from 6 years ago.
He's really regretting it. It wasn't even his fault.
I'm trash. I can't fly. I don't deserve to live.
Huh? What's going on?
Rubble falling from above! It must be linked to Leon's mental state. Mizuki, we need to do something for him. Quickly!
What's the map button? It's X. I only see this. Move?
There. Is this?
A time capsule. With this.
Only 30 seconds left.
This is their time capsule.
There is a dial. The numbers on it range from 1 to 12. I suppose you open it by turning the dial.
What? You turn it clockwise, right? Yeah. It was the highest value one.
6 times and it stopped.
And inside, the glass slippers that Leon gave to Kizzy.
It's a time. It's 6 years. A month per, I guess. I don't know. I know how to count.
His feelings for Kizuna have not wavered.
I'm not worthy.
Leon, you were both so happy, laughing with each other before. Get yourself together. How long are you gonna be like this?
What is this?
You weren't my intended target, but I'm sorry. It appears you'll be my sacrifice.
Stop! Don't do it!
Leon!
Oh, good, you're okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kizzy. That was scary, huh? Are you hurt? I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you.
Is that a heart?
Maybe it symbolizes Leon's love. Leon, do you want to just give up? A key? To what?
Confidence, Kizuna, future.
You think this is love? You are pitiful. You criminal. You don't have a right to lie, and you never will.
Damn!
Iba, use that key.
Leon, you have Kizuna.
I don't know which one. I hopefully I picked the right one.
Kizuna doesn't like criminals. Like me.
Should have been confidence.
This key isn't working.
Confidence. Have confidence.
Be confident, Leon. Your lockpicking talent is extraordinary.
Why is it making that noise?
But that talent led me to a life of crime.
This key isn't working.
Future key? They're all bad?
You may have been a criminal in the past, but you paid for your crimes. You cannot be held prisoner by your past. What's important is the future.
I committed a crime. I can't change that fact. But I decided I'm gonna live a clean life from now on. I'm going to make my future.
He just like Dragon Ball Z punched him? Dude, he's got the key to the everlasting sapling.
You're useless trash. Usually you drinking filth out of uncut.
The next key.
Confidence key.
Leon, you're a genius when it comes to opening locks. Think of how many people you've helped with your skill. Be confident.
I was gonna say, if that's the wrong one, I swear to God.
Yeah, I should make something out of this talent. I'll live a good life. I'm gonna help people who need locks opened. Protect the person most important to you. You are weak. All talk. You have no right to be by my side.
Mizuki!
This is the last key!
Leon, are you trying to make me cheer you up?
What?
You probably want me to say, "It's okay, Leon. Kizuna loves you too." If so, you truly are a weak man.
Hey, Aiba.
No! Let me talk! Leon, you believe you failed? You believe you couldn't protect the person most precious to you? Then you try again. You protect her again. You keep trying until the day you die. You're not worthy of Kizuna? Then become a man worthy of her. If you are going to pity yourself and give up your dreams at the slightest obstacle, then I suppose you really don't care about your life or Kizuna's.
That's not...
Ooh!
The last key is inside you. I am not going to open it. It has to be you!
No matter what happens, no matter what people say, Kizuna, I love her!
He gets power from the danger zone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Look, Kizzy! My feelings for you can make me fly! Even if you can't walk or dance, I will become your wings! I was born to protect you, I'm sure of it! And no matter what hardships lie ahead, I will protect our bond! I will protect you for all eternity!
A happy ending.
Wait, what about information on the HB case?
Oh, right.
Well, it is a sinker's job to get close to the heart.
Jeez, I don't even know what to say.
She's so proud of herself. Damn it, is this gonna be another one of those routes where, like, it has a good ending, but... Uh-oh, not canon. Damn it. Hey, at least I completed the Somnium.
Spill it already!
Oh, you're gonna get it by force?
I know you saw something that has to do with the case. That's what I would be yelling at you.
Mizuki, that's exactly what you yelled at him.
After seeing the Somnium, my game is a little off.
Somnium?
I looked into your dreams, Leon, using a special device. All I saw in there was, I love Kizzy! Kizzy, I love you! That's it. Nothing important.
Okay, hopefully we can get something out of him. I like Leon. I hope he's not like a fucker. It's a table.
A two-way mirror.
What, you're talking?
Hey, Leon, does this remind you of any voyeur content you've seen?
What?
What?
Oh, if you don't get it, never mind.
I think Date is becoming a bad influence on you.
You think? Oh no. Like I said, she's a little Date now. Do you like Kizzy? Wow. I wonder what the answer to this question is.
A freaking course! I love her more than the Soyuz, or any space shuttle for that matter.
What?
What kind of comparison is that?
I don't know. Alright, Leon, you're different.
Normally in Insomnia, you can see a person's true colors, who they really are. But you are different, Leon. Who you are on the outside is exactly who you are on the inside.
So, can you let me go? Now you know that I have nothing to hide, right?
Well, if you have nothing to hide, then what was it that you saw about the HB case?
Like I said, I didn't see anything. There has to be a mistake.
Fine. Let's hold off on what you saw earlier. But I do have a favor to ask.
You want me to pick that lock? But I said I'm not gonna do that. I already told you, I'm not unlocking anything for anyone anymore.
No matter what?
Yeah.
What if I told you I'll give you a whole photo album of Kizzy?
Nah.
In order to access the staircase, we need Leon's skills.
Man, he pushed through.
I can't get a warrant. It's a pain in the ass and it'll take too long.
It would also cause too much of a disturbance to destroy the door with heavy machinery. We need to keep this simple and quiet.
So we need to convince Leon.
Correct. Mizuki, you have a call.
Was that a brain?
From who?
I do not recognize the number. I cannot say.
Oh, this never turns out well.
Connect me. You.
Oh. Okay, that's less bad.
We don't have time. I'll keep it short.
Due to an improvement made a few years ago, the words in the sinker's brain can be converted into voice data and sent via phone line, which is why Leon couldn't hear Mizuki's words this time. That's fucking cool.
I just sent you something. It's not fake. This is a real video. Trust me. Goodbye.
What's with her?
I don't know, but I have the video. I'm opening it.
Father! How could you do this?
There's nothing wrong with a parent caring for a child. If you continue to protest, I will force the issue. He's an ex-convict. You don't know what he's capable of. With a snap of my fingers, I could get him arrested again.
No.
Wow.
Kizuna, think about it. This is what's best for the both of you.
That's messed up.
What was that?
Unknown, but it looked similar to a wink sync.
Okay, putting aside the masked woman part, let's just say the video is real.
It seemed to be Kizuna being threatened by her father, Richie, to break up with Leon.
But that's so mean.
Hey, you've been quiet a long time.
Leon, listen.
Hold on, Mizuki. Don't tell him about the video.
Why not?
We may be able to use it as a bargaining chip.
Okay.
Leon, If you agree to my favor, I'll share something you will really want to know.
Something I'd want to know.
Yeah. It's about Kizzy.
Alright, I guess we got him to do what we want. I wonder what the other branch does. Probably, like, fucks him up. I don't know.
This is totally crazy. The cathedral is completely rebuilt.
6 years is enough time for that.
With Nye's finances, that is.
So, what are we doing here?
Well...
Favorite gardening style? Probably, yeah, this. They got little trees and stuff. When I see those, I want to mix it all up. There's supposed to be a safe down here. Sand. This is fucked up that this... They just rebuilt it? A thick pillar from the ceiling. There's not a lot here. It seems to be some sort of sacrificial pedestal. Thank.
Oh, I never thanked you.
Thanked me?
You opened the staircase locks.
Oh, that? That's no big deal. For me, it's like opening a pickle jar.
I see.
Okay, about the information.
And like I promised, I'll tell you that thing I was talking about.
Oh yeah! I almost forgot.
This guy is an airhead.
You were talking about breaking up with Kizzy at the park earlier, right?
Yeah?
What if everything she said was an act? A lie?
She didn't mean it?
Right, she was lying to you. But she had to.
What? Why?
Well, her father...
If you continue to protest, I will force the issue. With a snap of my fingers, I could get him arrested again.
Seriously? Ricci said that?
Yeah. So basically, she had to lie to protect you.
Yeah. Kizzy.
Isn't that a relief?
Yeah, but... it hurts me to think about what went through her head when she said that stuff. But I guess I should be happy.
You go get him, man. I don't know what you're gonna do to resolve the situation, though.
I am having a very difficult time understanding his type.
Alright, about why, about why we're here.
There should be a hidden safe around here. I came here to look for it.
Is there hidden treasure?
If there is, we'll split it 50-50. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a file. It might be a big lead.
A file?
I was gonna say, do I need to find it, or... Here?
Anyway, where's this safe?
No idea.
Hold on, let me look.
Should I help too?
No, it's fine. I can just use my superpowers.
Your what?
Just hold on a second. What?
That's a corpse.
That's... Mizuki.
I know.
Oh, God. Man, last time Leon was with us, we found bodies. And this time, we're finding bodies again.
Hiya!
Jeez, poor Leon.
This is...
He cannot catch a break.
You've gotta be kidding.
Who the fuck is that?
I do not know who this is, but...
They're another victim of the HB case.
It's a fucking mannequin? Sweet silent thought. What the fuck? Oh, it's snowing? What in the... They're like a Joe from Alien or something. You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm at my limit here. Seeing dead bodies back to back like this?
I'm sorry, Leon. Leon seems really shaken up. Yeah. God, I'm so sorry. Once again, Somnium Files getting me to care for characters that were introduced basically as a joke. A broken ritual pedestal. Sand. I hate sand.
That face.
Synthetic skin made from chitin. Often used for skin transplants for burn patients.
What?
So there's no way of telling who this person really is by their face.
Do they still have teeth?
At the very least, it appears that terror got to them. The cut section is identical to the other victims.
Which would mean this person was in the Horodori Institute basement too.
That would be the case. Estimated time of death is February 10th, 12 o'clock.
That's when...
Yes. Jin's left half that was found at the stadium had the same estimated time of death.
Hold on a second. No. Did they, like, skin him? Half... No, let's think... Okay, no, this is fucked up. I know. Let's think about it like this, though. We only saw half of Terror's face. And it was the right half. Yeah? Or the left half, I guess. Right from my perspective. It was his left half exposed. Did they, like, fucking... No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking there's, like, some, like, face-off nonsense happening here. I bumped the slug. It's such a distinct sound.
What's going on? All of this is totally beyond me.
I am also at a loss. But it is our job to make the incomprehensible comprehensible. What do we need to do to accomplish that?
Find leads?
What is the biggest lead that we have right now?
That's,
Guess whatever she was looking at was really important. Something she didn't want anyone to know.
Tokiko's file!
We should look through it now. That is the reason we came here, after all.
Wait, did we find it? No safe inside. Someone's right half. Their face is covered with a chitinous material. File. Isn't a safe. Look around the area. Sand is coming down. Wall? Oh!
It's a hidden safe!
Just as Shoma said.
The safe is in the wall.
Is there some kind of mechanism that slides the safe into the wall?
Like what?
A switch, a button, an input device?
How about a gigantic lead pipe?
Hey, what are you doing?
It was getting really annoying, so...
I think that works.
What? Do you smash apart Rubik's Cubes to rearrange the colors?
Yeah.
Whatever, it worked, didn't it?
It's better than pulling the stickers off.
Escape room operators would hate you.
In any case, even I don't think I can get this safe open.
Then...
Right. Hey, Leon.
Yeah, got it.
I'm sorry.
It's open.
There it is!
Thank you.
That the file you were talking about?
Probably.
I'm glad I could help. But I do not want to know what's inside. I don't want to get involved in any more trouble.
Leon walked back to where he was standing. Okay, bye, Leon.
Now, Mizuki.
Yeah?
It is a printout from a PC. It begins like this. Everything is here for the Frayer. Tokiko Shigure.
So Tokiko wrote this?
Yes.
What does she mean by Frayer?
Unknown. Let's keep reading it.
Did we not go over, like... I guess not. Yeah, that was Ryuki's whole thing. I opened up a random page and read it. Yeah, I'm a Redditor.
Tumors on the right side of the body. I only discovered these symptoms when he was 5 years old. He was taken by the Furue family, yes. But he is my son. I spend all my days thinking about ways to save him. Then, Chikara reached out to me with a way to save Jin. When I first heard his idea, I was mortified and angry. His plan was this. Kidnap a child with DNA as close as possible to Jin's, and transplant their organs as needed. The very idea made me tremble with fear and trepidation. But thinking about my son, I reluctantly agreed. Chikara began traveling the country to collect DNA samples from children in orphanages. After a while, he found a child with the exact same genotype as Jin. Uru Somizuki. He was 6 years old and held at Iowan.
That's where Uru went. Okay.
Late at night, Chikara and I broke into the facility, shot him with tranquilizers, and took him away. The transplants happened for years, more than a decade. From Uru's right half to Jin's right half, and ultimately, the right half of his face as well. All the while, Uru was under Chikara's complete control. He was held captive in the basement of the Institute, like an animal raised solely to be Jin's donor. I went to go see Uru many times. It may sound hypocritical or contradictory, but I felt sorry for him. Uru desired my love and attention. He looked up to me, even though he knew I was one of his kidnappers. I told him about the teachings of knives. This world is not real, and therefore, your pain is not real either. That is what I bestowed upon him. His eyes sparkled with intensity as he listened. He wanted to be useful to me one day, so he began studying. Over time, my doubts and guilt rose up inside me. Suicidal ideation became impossible to resist. One fateful day, I slit my wrists with the intention of ending my life. Fortunately or unfortunately, I failed. I wavered between life and death, but eventually recovered. And I was blessed with a revelation. This world is only a simulation. I, of course, already knew this truth, as it was central to Nai's teachings. But in that moment, I truly understood the meaning behind those words. As I learned of the great deception that is this world, I lost all emotion.
There's more, but it'd take a while to read everything. Fuck. I skimmed through the pages so Aiba could scan everything.
Got it. Scan complete. I have already processed everything written there.
Thanks. But why did you show up all of a sudden?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
I mean, you don't do this very often. Leanne, are you okay? No. Jin Furaway?
As indicated in the file, Jin Furaway was Tokiko Shigure's son. And his father was...
37 years ago, when Tokiko was 23, she became pregnant with this child.
So the child the masked woman was talking about was Jin.
Is this person dead? Or what about the slicer found in the basement of Horodori Institute?
That body was not a part of the HB case. It was already in the basement. Chikara must have been experimenting with different procedures before deciding on organ transplants. Therefore...
I don't know, like cutting two bodies in half right down the middle? And then you combine the left half of one with the right half of the other?
Combining bodies?
Yes. It seems Chikara was attempting to combine the donor's right half with Jin's left half. Which is why there are two slicing machines.
How would that even work?
It wouldn't. Which is why he came up with the organ transplant idea, which was far more realistic.
Okay, he really is a madman, huh? Yeah, just fucking cut him in half. It looks like Aiba is standing there. Half face transplant?
Right. The tumors appeared on the skin as well. Ultimately, it reached the right half of Jin's face. When I say right half, I mean from Jin's perspective. The tumors covered the whole right side of his face. Those were all removed. And afterward, the skin of the right half of Uru's face was transplanted onto Jin.
Why didn't they transplant the whole face?
The left half of Jin's face had a unique percent-shaped mark.
A percent-shaped mark?
What?
After Chikara left Nyes, he became a follower of the cult called the Order of Percent. To them, the percent mark had a special meaning.
The mark of percent is a voice of the Creator.
Chikara would not dare remove such a sacred mark from Jin's face. Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched. Within the file were photos of Jin Furaway and Uru Samazuki before the transplant. This is what Jin Furaway looked like.
What?
I understand you want to say something, but please let me continue.
Huh.
Next is Uru. This is what Uru looked like.
Okay.
What?
Okay, it's starting to make sense to me now. Summarize the face transplant.
Okay. I don't get any of this.
I understand you are confused, so allow me to condense the information. After the transplant, Jin looked like this.
The right half of his face was Uru's. The left half was the original.
Untouched to preserve the percent mark.
What happened to Uru after he lost the right side of his face?
The part of his face that he lost was then covered by a chitinous material, a synthetic skin.
Artificial skin?
Correct. The corpse is Uru Somazuki.
So this is the person who's this was the person living underground?
How can that be?
At least for that, those many years.
Technically, half of Uru Somazuki.
Where is the other half?
You already know.
The left half of the corpse at the stadium on the 10th. That was Uru too?
Yes. And of course, 6 years ago on February 10th, the body found at Devaita was Jin Furroway's right half. So, this and this are two different people.
Didn't we go over this theory at one point? I think we did.
It is easy to understand why the mistake of thinking they were the same person was made. Their faces are identical.
And the DNA was the same because the organs were the same, right?
Besides the fact that they are mirror images. But that is not the only reason. When the body was found at the stadium, the DNA sample used for comparison was DNA taken from Jin's organs. The corpse had lost almost all of its blood, and the body was extraordinarily damaged by fire. Therefore, the DNA samples had to be taken from the organs found at the scene. And because those were originally taken from Uru, it of course follows that they match.
That's how the two bodies were determined to be the same person.
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta take this. What do you do to maintain peace? Avoiding others. That's one way to do it, but isn't it a little sad? No E at the end. Well, you gotta make me feel bad about it. What about Jin's face in the media?
Edited by using a mirror image of the right side of his face. Jin never appeared publicly. The photos were all provided by him. Now we know who Terror is.
The diary in the basement of Horridori Institute. Terror definitely wrote it.
But Terror was... When his mask fell off, wasn't it his left side? No, what? Or am I misremembering?
It was Uru being kept there.
Terror was Uru.
No, so I'm right, okay.
Undoubtedly.
But Uru is...
Yes, he is no longer alive.
Uru died February 10th this year. What about the other victims? Who killed them?
Unknown.
Okay, so Terror is a front. I guess that's not surprising.
Leon!
Kizzy!
What is going on here, Big Sis? I answered your call, that is why I am here. But I did not know he would be here.
Leon...
I know. Kizzy? I heard what your dad said. But I've cleaned up. I'm not gonna do anything bad anymore.
Good going, Leon.
I won't go to jail. Please, don't worry.
My father will never forgive you. What will you do about that?
I want to be your legs, Kizzy. And your wings. Let's use those wings and run away together. We can fly as high and as far as we want. To the ends of the earth.
So you want to elope with me?
Yes, that's right. Kizzy, I'm gonna make you happy. I will never make you cry. I'll keep a smile on your face every day.
But what about your happiness? You being with me is going to take away your freedom.
No, that's not true. Being with you makes me happy. With you, I can fly. Let's go, Kizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Leon,
understand. Please, take me with you. Higher, farther, to the ends of the earth.
Of course.
Leon! What are you doing?
You know how dogs sometimes get so excited they pee?
What?
It's kind of like that.
What?
Well, let's begin. Start the music!
On my way to the station, the crowd squeezes out my frustration, and now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my own. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am lonely. I need to be home.
Can I just say, I
You truly are too good to me.
really like this storyline between these two. I don't know, I didn't expect to either, so that's the weird part.
Huh? Did you say something really nice just now?
No. I was just making fun of how simple you are.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out. Happily ever after. Case closed.
I don't know about that. I don't think this is all so simple.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We still haven't solved the HB case completely.
That is not what I mean. There is a group of people on their way here.
What?
They will be here shortly.
How shortly?
Let's see. Another 2 seconds.
Iba? Wouldn't this have been prudent to mention, like, a few minutes ago, maybe, instead of... Oh. Okay.
There they are. The girl's there too.
What? What?
Mr. Chieda said to get her back. Don't hurt her.
Oh. Oh, her father's a real scumbag. Okay.
What about the guy and the other girl? Can we kill them?
He didn't say no killing.
That makes things easier.
Who are these guys?
I believe Ricci hired them.
Jeez, way to ruin the mood. Get back, you two. I'll take care of them. Leon, protect Kizzy.
Got it. They'll have to take Kizzy over my cold dead body.
They vanish.
Sick camo tech. Can I have some?
You?
Did you steal her scooter? Never mind.
I was just passing by.
No, you weren't.
Mizuki, they're using optical camouflage. Use thermo mode.
Right. I can see their body heat signatures.
Shouldn't Aiba have suggested that?
Wait, how did you know that?
I guess.
No, you didn't. Oh, hold up. That's my bike.
Okay, so she did steal it.
Could you at least ask?
Mizuki, I think you have it wrong.
What do you mean?
I got it on the internet.
Ugh.
Oh.
Anyway. Let's go.
Why do you... What? Where did she get a tactical extendable lead pipe? Or did she steal Mizuki's? No, they both have one? Okay. No, Dude, that guy is dead. He's dead! Why? I don't know. I'm confused about many things in this game. Enter. Space. Is there that, and that. You know, I would make fun of it for having QTEs, but I mean, it's technically a visual novel with puzzles, so...
Who are these chicks? The bitch Avengers or something?
Stronger than Black Widow, that's for sure.
Black Widow.
Let's get out of here.
They had to draw the line somewhere with the copyright.
Thanks. You helped me out again.
No, don't worry about it.
Please let me see. Please let me see. Oh.
So, what's going on here?
That's... Mizuki, you got a sister? I think.
Guess it's time to let the cat out of the bag. The NASA glue loses its hold over time.
Big sis?
Oh my god, there are two of them now.
Nice seeing you again, Kizuna.
Quartz?
Quartz?
Please stop calling me that. Hold on. I'm trying to process this. Kizzy and Leon? You know her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff happened and... Stuff happened? Fine. Whatever. I'll think about it later. What I want to know is... your face. We can talk about it all later.
There's two of them now. This is getting out of hand.
More importantly, Kizzy and Leon, you need to get out of here. Those guys might come back with reinforcements.
Oh, right.
You can use my bike. There's a helmet under the seat. The keys are still in the ignition.
Are you certain this is okay?
No, but just give it back as soon as you can, okay?
I can't thank you enough for this. Kizzy, hold on tight.
Okay.
Do you know where you're going?
Well...
To the ends of the earth.
All right. Let's go!
She's not getting that bike back. There's two of them now.
I hope you stay happy forever!
Thank you!
My big sisters. You stay happy forever too!
Okay, back
Off they go.
there's two Mizukis.
They'll be fine.
There's two Mizukis.
Huh? What's wrong? What isn't wrong? Fair enough. Can we talk? Yeah, but before that, we need to get rid of those guys.
I thought one of them was holding a fishing pole for a second.
They did not appear to even notice Kizuna and Lian escaping.
These guys are idiots. We can't let them follow them. We gotta take them down. So let's go, Mizuki. Mizuki.
I just got here. Why are there ninjas? Look, there's a lot going on right now. There's a clone of me. I don't know.
Damn it! I don't get anything that's happening, but fine.
Neither do I.
You and I are gonna talk about everything after we're through with this.
Also, hey, Six.
Fine by me. Well then, let's start.
Oh, is this more QTEs?
Yeah!
You know, I will say, they kind of hinted at it with, like, the snarkiness that Masked Woman had. I don't know what her name is. How do you say Mizuki backwards? Izukugimim? Ikzuum? That was an ending. That was an ending? Like, I get the Kizuna and Lian thing, but like, what? Okay, so there's two Mizukis. All right, I got it. People are being cut in half. All right, got that too. Jin Furaway was not actually Jin Furaway. It was that other guy, but like, not actually that guy, but he was Terror, but he wasn't actually Terror because he's been dead the whole time. So who was the guy that showed up later? I don't know. Also, why is Date alive? I'm still confused by that too. I don't need to see the credits again. I've seen them before. Kizuna and Lian route end. Hey, at least it let me choose. Since last time with Lian's Somnia, yeah, Lian's Somnium actually like let me choose. What is that? It's locked off. Okay. That's still locked. Is this the true ending then, or like the true path? You crossed the path. Fuck yeah, keep going, I guess. I have to do Lian's Somnium again, which shouldn't take too long. I hope. I kind of want to figure out the answer to that safe question. Okay, so the revelation that I garnered from that was that Masked Woman is possibly genetically identical to Mizuki. Why is one of her eyes blue? Like, she doesn't have an AI ball. Is it just like a random quirk that just so happens? Just so happens? What am I looking for here? Pick this up. Okay, so let's me pick this safe over here. That's the door. No, I need this safe. I thought there was a... Is there not a safe? I think I need this, maybe.
An iron door.
Can I pick the door open? No. Okay, that was a waste of time. Good.
It won't.
Maybe the safe doesn't appear until I have the codes. Where was the other one? It was, Dude, the Somnium's weird. I don't remember.
That voice.
Okay, that was not correct. Fuck. Is it here? Oh, there's the safe. Shit. I could have just gone over here. Yeah, I prefer to not have to redo the Somnium after doing it the first time. That'd be cool.
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Open the copper safe. Okay, I need to do this. And then, pick this open. I could try opening it with the pull tab. That might work, but I feel like it's gonna say no and be a waste of time, you know? So, okay, I have both numbers, yeah?
Another...
I had the code somewhere, 08090708.
This should be right.
Okay, got that correct. So to open the silver safe, I never actually solved this puzzle. Like, it opens the keyhole low to high.
A note that says low to high.
I wonder what it could mean.
It might be literal.
Yeah, but what specifically?
Going somewhere higher, doing something to a greater amount. It can mean many things. Is there anything in the Somnium that extends from a low place to a high one?
The fountain? What is your favorite food? Jeez. That famous dog has testicle. I swear to God, like 99% of the dialogue in this game, I just have no words for.
You have 4 minutes remaining.
So, okay, wait. I need to go check the safe. Low to high. Fountain? It was 8 letters, I think? Kizzy's?
Kizzy's.
It was fountain.
What should you say?
No, it wasn't.
That piece of paper said low to high. It could be related.
Okay, well, we're not gonna find out. Oh, well. Hey, the word fountain fit. Geyser? Geezer? Leon's idle animation when he's flying looks really funny when it's sped up. Okay, so I need to open the metal safe now. Which is... I gotta play this first. I'm doing a lot better on time now, at least. I think we've heard this song enough. So we're gonna go ahead and just speed through it. Hatsune Miku be like.
3 minutes left. You can do
Yeah.
this.
Alright, I gotta open the metal one. How do I open this? Oh, it's the key. Okay. I'm learning. You open it with the slug.
Huh?
It's so heavy. Leon, for him. For you. Alright, Leon, sorry, but this is the, how I get the true ending or whatever. Open the memory with Gen. Yeah, you know what? We still haven't figured out what the fuck was going on with Gen. Open all locks.
This place is...
Inside the safe? Kinda reminds me of Brahmin.
Let's look around.
Open all locks. Authenticate.
A large safe. This looks like some kind of facial recognition device.
So we need a face registered to the device to open it.
Ugh, my face must be too cute.
Yeah, then mine wouldn't work either.
I'm so sure.
Indeed.
Maybe there's something you can use
Indeed.
to change my face.
Oh, that's not foreshadowing at all. What is that? Put on face?
Aww. Iba, can you put the eye patch on?
You said "aw" just now, didn't you?
Huh? No. Just do it. Hurry.
Mizuki, do you want to hear a lantern pun?
Sorry, do you want me to get in there and kick your ass?
Why did you talk about titties again, Iba?
Sorry.
The big titties that are sitting behind the desk? Lian and Gen are developing a strong friendship. He will not spill the beans about him. Okay, so this is about Gen. Okay, so this should be good enough. So is Date involved? Nice angle. I mean, what?
Mizuki, you have less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
Covering my eyes is not enough, I suppose.
It's not working because Date's feet smell.
What?
And because he leaves used tissues lying around.
Ew.
And also because he uses toothpicks until his gums bleed.
And in addition to that, he has untidy neck hair sometimes.
Ugh.
I guess that's enough for today.
Man, poor Date. I'm wasting a shitload of time. Good thing I have retries. What do I need to check then? Not enough. This. What is this? Oh.
You want me to put this on?
It'll look good on you. Please?
Yes, Iba. Please put it on.
Whoa. You look really suspicious.
Tell Gen that next time you see him.
Okay, that was correct. She's wearing it. The Brahmin menu. What is this? Let's try. We're trying to find out like who exactly has access to whatever this safe
A
is.
safe with facial recognition.
It's Gen.
Oh, it worked.
So it was registered again.
Ah, yes. Ball stew.
Everything's screwed up, man. Why'd it come to this?
You'll drive yourself crazy thinking about it. Sometimes the world is just unfair. No matter how hard you try to change, doesn't mean you'll be accepted. That's just life. But there is hope. At the very least, I'm grateful that you and Mr. Date are my friends.
Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. What is this? It's very confusing is what it is.
Genny. You're my best friend, Genny. And I'm pretty sure Date thinks so too. Let me know if you ever need anything. I'll help you out.
Thanks. Now eat this while it's still hot.
Okay. Thanks for the food.
It's a good thing he has such good friends.
What the fuck is Gen hiding? Like, they've been teasing this for so long. Sorry, I'm playing with the slug again, the smaller one this time.
No! You can't open this!
Mizuki, over there.
Yeah, let's go.
I didn't figure out all the passwords. Am I locked out?
Hurry! You have less than a minute left.
We're about to find out. I'm sorry, Lian, but I have to.
No! Please don't open it!
Looks like this is the place.
What's in here?
Ah!
Sorry, Lian, but we gotta open this before you can stop us.
Let's start with the keyhole.
Pick open. Pick open!
How's this?
My cursor was stuck.
Yes, it opened.
You're getting good at this.
Now I need the code. This number.
I don't know what
We did it.
the voice activation is.
Let's try the voice.
Oh no.
My prince.
I didn't mean to click on that. I got panicked.
Why are you using Gen's voice?
I thought it would be funny.
Because I wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Please stop!
See, look, Mizuki and I were like the same person.
We should try something else.
Got it.
Okay, so it makes you do everything consecutively. I see.
Yes, it opened.
He's just freaking out over there.
Good at this.
Now I need the code.
I was gonna say, are they gonna swap them on me?
This number. Correct.
Let's try the voice.
My prince was the answer. Still don't understand it.
That's like a master key.
Next is the stereo.
We saw this earlier too.
Start the music.
Okay, bye.
Last is the facial recognition.
Yeah, perfectly understandable. It left, okay? It has stuff to do. It was confusing for a second. Both options were a mask.
That should be all of it.
Thanks, Genny.
I said stop.
Give me my
What could be inside?
Give me my info. I've been waiting for this. For a very long time.
This is Brahmin.
You haven't used this lock in a while, have you? The mechanism itself is pretty simple, but it's all rusted out.
Is there a corpse in there?
Lucky for you, this is child's play for me. And there.
Get it open?
Yeah, I struggled a bit with it, but now, let's see what's inside.
What the?
A body?
Hey, is this for real?
How can this be?
Why are you surprised? You didn't know? Well, I guess that makes sense. If you knew, you wouldn't have asked me to open the lock and see what's inside.
Why would they not report this?
What the? This must be for the HP case. Why is this here?
Inside Brahmin's freezer. A victim of the HB case. But that corpse.
We cannot investigate any further here. We have to go to Brahmin in the real world and check.
Which means...
We're out of time.
Why would Gen keep this hidden, though? I don't understand. The fact that he's keeping it hidden makes me think that, like, the victim is important here. I'm trying to understand the My Prince thing still. Is it because she said she wants to be swept off her feet? And fly? Is that what? I don't know. Who's there? Okay, let me into the freezer.
Hey, Mizuki? Are you sure about this?
What?
You know withholding evidence is a crime.
Well, Genny isn't here. We should at least get permission from him first.
Just do it.
Fine.
Okay, take your bets. What who's gonna be in the fucking freezer?
Okay, open it. Just like I thought.
But this is...
That's his other half. So Jin's been... Yeah, we already knew that Jin was dead the whole time.
Who is this? Genny?
You're gonna have to explain why you've been keeping a corpse in your freezer, dude?
Mame?
Huh. Oh, she didn't know, did she? Uh-oh.
Can we talk?
No, really, why were you keeping the corpse in your freezer? All that we are.
I know why Leon opened the lock on the freezer. You asked him to, didn't you, Genny?
Yeah.
So now I want to know who that body is and why it's there. What do you have to say for yourself?
I guess it's smart to remain silent. Why didn't you say anything about the corpse?
I've been buddies with Genny for a long time. I can't narc on my bro. That would make me a total scumbag.
It's a dead person.
Why would I do that?
You know anything about it?
Nothing. I've never seen this person before.
I wonder if they wanted me to do this route first. I mean, I was free to do what I wanted, so it's fine. I know who it is. They don't. Why did you open the lock on the freezer?
I remember it was around sunrise on the 13th. I got a call from Genny.
Sorry, yawning. It's late. Are you okay?
Yeah. Somehow.
Do you know anything about it?
I don't know. I have no idea who it is.
Mommy saw the corpse in the freezer. She seemed to be completely shocked by it. Shocked. Alright, how long has it been there?
I don't know how long it's been here.
This is your business, isn't it? How can you tell me you don't know?
He's not gonna say anything, is he? When was the freezer locked?
I think it was about 6 years ago.
6 years?
I lost the key.
Hold on. Are you trying to act suspicious? You wouldn't just leave your freezer locked for 6 years. It's common sense.
With that acknowledged, it is clear that the body was not frozen recently.
Dude, okay, this is something that fucks me up. Not this slug. This slug. This is something that fucks me up. Like, imagine just, like, living in a house or working somewhere for, like, a decade or something. And then it just suddenly becomes relevant, like, to look underneath the property or something. And there's just a human corpse there. It was there the whole time. You've been living or going there for years, and it's just been there. And nobody knew. I don't know, that fucks me up a little bit.
It shows signs of being frozen for at
There's, like,
least several years.
There's, like, stories of, like, you know, people hiding murders by, like, dumping their bodies in the foundation of a house or something and, like, letting the cement harden over it. And it's not found until, like, 60 years later. Anyway. That's fucked up. Why was there a corpse in the freezer?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. The body just... out of nowhere.
Are you serious? You're still gonna play this game?
Do I look like I'm playing games?
I mean... Look, I know he hides, like, he wears the mask because he, like, doesn't like the way his face looks. I get that. Why that mask? Turns out, one of my old houses I lived in, a dude hung himself. The previous landlord didn't mention it at all. Oh, yikes. I mean, are they supposed to? I think they're supposed to. I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't want to, because, you know, they want to make a sale, I guess. Who's the corpse?
We have no idea.
The identity of the corpse is unknown. Their face does not match any persons of interest in our database. All we can determine for certain is that this is the left half of their body, and their face has a very distinct marking.
Yeah, we can tell just by looking.
Well, we know who it is. It's Jin Furaway. Who killed them?
How would I know?
With the corpse being cut in half, the culprit is almost certainly Terror. The cut section is similar to the other recovered bodies.
Which would mean this person was sliced in half in the basement of Horridori Institute.
Most likely.
I remember Boss saying...
Yeah, 5 different DNA. Which means there might be another yet undiscovered victim.
We need to go shopping for ingredients.
Right, we're out.
You're going now?
There's a 24-hour supermarket nearby.
It is past midnight. The date is February 15th.
What type of person makes a good teacher? Hard-boiled person that cries every day? Tough but loyal. It's been hard. If you go too hard, the parents will. Sorry, very important that I talk to the Tamagotchi every 20 minutes. It's Genny. His expression is hidden by a mask. It's Mame. She has a grave look on her face. Did you kill them, Genny?
What are you, dumb?
Why is that a dumb question?
If Genny did this, why would he show me the body? And it's not like he killed me or anything after.
That is a fair point. In the Somnium earlier, Gen was surprised to see the body.
Then why didn't Genny call the police?
Well, I have my reasons.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm pretty sure it's like a fairly serious crime. Like, if you see a human corpse and, like, you don't report it, I'm pretty sure, like, you're in some deep shit for that.
Sorry, I got a
Here,
little carried away there.
Let's find out. If you see a corpse, do you have to report it? Even if it's not required by your own state's laws, experts generally concur that you should report a dead body if you find one. Okay, no, are you legally required to? That's my question. I thought you would be. Failure to report a death is a crime. I'm on Quora right now, so take this with a grain of salt. It's a state-by-state law, maybe? Okay, then I'm not getting an answer. Is it a crime to not report a death? Alright, let's try that. Not unless you had an existing responsibility to the deceased. What? It is. Okay, this is actually like a mixed... Like these... I'm getting mixed results here. That's interesting.
Honestly, I don't want to accuse you of anything. But your story makes no sense. It doesn't add up. Could you please tell me more?
I would say we would sync with them, but we've synced with literally everyone in this room. Except for her. Wait, yes, we have synced with her. We synced with her clone?
Mizuki, let's move. SAT is on their way here.
What? Why the SAT?
I believe Boss called them. She was monitoring the Somnium earlier.
So Boss knows there's a corpse here.
Right.
But why would she call the SAT?
Don't talk to me about it. I don't...
This is getting annoying.
What? What does that mean?
Genny? What's wrong?
The police are on their way. The SAT, the Special Assault Team.
How do you know that?
What the?
Eavesdropping?
Screw this. I don't want any part of it. Sorry, but I'm out of here.
Wait, Leon!
Hey, come on.
What?
Oh dear.
Let go of me.
Leon!
I'm innocent. I'm being brave.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to hop out the window.
What's all this?
Amame, get inside Brahmin.
Okay.
Why would she call a special assault team? Also, why would you fight them? Okay, no, hold on. Never mind.
Don't you think this is a bit much?
Mizuki, you're about to get fired.
It's not like there's a monster on the loose.
That's exactly why we're here. We were told that there were 2 monsters here. And one of them might be related to Terra. So we're here to detain them.
Are they talking about Genny?
Most likely.
You don't have to call him a monster.
Who's the other person?
You, ma'am. We were told you might resist. Normal police can't handle you, which is why we were called in.
Who told you all this?
Why would she resist? Never mind.
The leader of Abyss, Miss Kuranushi.
Damn. She's got me there.
Okay, but if normal police showed up, why the fuck would you, like, instigate them like that? That doesn't... No. Mizuki, you work for the cops.
Do you plan to resist arrest?
I don't like how these guys use violence to get what they want. So yeah, I'm not going down without a fight.
Oh, she's getting fired.
That is quite the contradiction.
Hey, quit wasting time. Let's do this.
Huh?
You're gonna put up a fight, aren't you?
He did it again.
He's listening to our conversation.
Let's do this.
How is he hearing us?
Mizuki, you take care of the guys over there. I'll take care of these guys.
Got it!
Yeah, I'm getting fired. Or she's getting fired. Where's the QTEs? Why is that one so close to the mic? What? What?
What's going on?
I'm so confused right now. So many different ways, it's not even funny.
Who are you?
I'm Gen.
Okay.
But you're over there too.
Why? So there's 2 Mizukis and now there's 2 Gens now?
I'll explain later.
No, you won't.
We need to save him first.
I don't know.
I don't know what the hell is going on, but fine. SAT is all over the street.
It would be hard to get through there.
What do we do?
Wait, I have an idea. No time to explain.
Oh, I was gonna do her magic.
Mizuki, follow my orders.
I don't know what this game is, but the story seems neat. The story has been giving me a fucking migraine, but yes, it's cool.
Equip scatter shot in your revolver.
Why?
There's no time. Just do it.
Like, I thought the first fucking Somnium Files story was confusing.
Okay.
Spike Chunsoft was just like, yeah, do that. They came up with an idea, yep, do it. And they made it work.
Plug in this.
I mean, it's working. I don't know the resolution yet.
There is a vending machine. Throw it to the other side of the street.
A vending machine?
Yes. It is a vending machine for pornographic magazines. Hurry!
Hey, Genny. You see that vending machine?
I get it. That's a good plan. You don't even have to say it. I've got it. Here I go. Let's go.
Who is the other Gen, and why is he able to listen to Aiba? I'm very confused. What, is he gonna attract Date?
Mizuki, now! Shoot it with scatter shot!
QTE? 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 I feel like that'd be kind of difficult with a controller. Okay, it's Date in there. He's shaking his head, yes. It's Date, isn't it? Like, there's no one else that could. How the fuck? God damn it. Oh, he looks really stupid in that suit. Okay.
We should be safe here for now.
What's going on? Why were you dressed up like Gen? Why is there a corpse in the freezer? Why did boss call the SAT on us?
You changed clothes?
Why are there two Mizukis?
That outfit was so hard to move in, with the wireframe and all the stuffing. It's the only reason those guys were able to beat me up.
Forget about that. There's so many questions I need answered. I won't let you leave until I have them.
What if I want to use the bathroom?
You can't just do that here?
What if it's number 2?
Then I'll feed it to you.
Ew.
Look, all you have to do is talk to me. So let's hear it.
Okay, I'm like 140% lost now. So let's keep going. What happened the last 6 years?
Day of the explosion at the cathedral, I was captured by terror.
I thought you died.
What? Were you okay?
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here now.
Liam gets detained. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. He's just like in police custody now, isn't he? I guess we'll follow up on that later.
When I came to, I didn't know where I was. I don't know why Terror captured me. I wasn't sure if he was going to torture me for information and confidential police secrets. Or maybe he just wanted someone to play backgammon with. Anyway, I was held there for a whole day. Then, a white snake slithered into the room. When I saw that, I felt my power churning inside of me. And that's how I was able to break out of the room I was being held in.
Wait. What's this about a snake?
Oh, the snake? I'll tell you about it some other time.
No, you won't. What? That's a wall. What happened after?
I had lost my memory, actually. I think when the ceiling collapsed, something fell on my head.
You're telling me when that boulder fell on you, like that whole thing, that was a fake out? That was a fake out death, and we're only just now learning about this? Okay.
I'd completely forgotten that I'm a special agent at Abyss.
That's like the 4th time he's gotten amnesia.
After I escaped, I wandered around the country. I had no memories, so I took on day labor jobs. Before coming back here, I worked at a hot springs in Atami.
So you were there?
I really should have drowned him.
He did it. He went to Atami to get his mom. Did you get your memory back?
Yeah, I've got it back now. It was a few days ago when I saw the news about the stadium. February 10th, Jin Furroway's left half being found. At that moment, I remembered everything. About my past, the HB case, everything. But I didn't return to Abyss right away. I decided to start my own investigation.
Why?
I thought there might be something fishy about Abyss. I thought maybe terror was involved somehow.
I almost asked him how that would even be possible, but I stopped myself. It was Boss who sent the SAT.
So that's why you didn't contact us until now.
I'm sorry for not telling you right away.
Oh. In the 6 years Date spent wandering around, he had his silicone mask off. After getting his memory back, he started using it again. His reasoning was a hostess girl at Nakameguro remembers this face. I thought it was surgery. He's wearing a mask. That's so dumb. Why were you taking on Genny's appearance?
I knew that Horodori Institute and NICE were involved with the HB case. Gen had connections with Horodori Institute and his acquaintances with Tokiko. So I asked Gen to let me borrow his appearance and his name. I thought it would make it easier for me to investigate Horodori Institute and NICE.
You didn't refuse, Genny?
I can't say no to Date.
So these last few days, were you Genny?
No, I wanted to investigate something else. So I wasn't Gen the whole time.
Yesterday, or technically 2 days ago now, the 13th, that was actually me.
It's okay, Amame. I made an oath. I will protect you with my life. So don't you worry about a thing.
Okay, so I don't even remember what timeline we synced with him in. I don't remember. I don't remember any progress.
I know that NICE is trying to do something crazy, but I still haven't been able to find Terror. The only real lead I have is the body that was found at Brahmin. But I don't know who it is or how it got there. I wanted to ask Gen about it.
Sorry, I'm distracted by Slug. It's so fun to play with. It's just like mesmerizing. I gotta put it down. I know it's loud, I'm sorry. It's Super Pervert Detective Date. Mame. Why is there a corpse in the freezer?
That corpse. I carried it to the freezer. I locked it and threw the key into the ocean.
Where did you find the corpse?
I can't tell you.
Bruh.
Even if it means getting arrested, I can't tell you.
It's okay, Genny.
Amame.
No, you're gonna tell me. Or the real Genny. Will you talk?
Yeah.
No, Amame.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused, Genny. I can't take it anymore. I asked Genny to carry the corpse to Brahmin 6 years ago.
So this is your fault.
And hide it in the freezer.
But why?
That body. My father found it.
Yonoharu Enda?
That's That's the side. Okay. Okay, this is making a lot more sense now. Okay, so Komeiji found that and was going to use it as evidence against Terror, or blackmail against Terror. It's just bizarre that he stuffed a fucking corpse into his suitcase and told them to hide it in the fucking freezer.
Mizuki, you know?
I still can't get I can't get over that this is her father.
Did Shoma tell you?
Yeah.
Hey, Amame, you know that your brother is, like, immortal, right?
Assuming her story is true, that aligns with Terror's diary. The person who took the corpse really was Yonaharu Enda, aka Andy's Komeiji. That's how and why he became a target.
Okay, so they were holding on to it for Komeiji then. Why did Komeiji steal the corpse?
My father had a huge debt. He borrowed money from bad people. They told him.
Listen, Andy's Komeiji. Your dear little boy is in elementary school, isn't he? If you don't pay the money you owe in 1 month, we're taking him and selling him overseas. Am I clear?
He was gonna blackmail Terror for money?
Yes. When he found the body, he was really drunk. He saw Jin Furue's body at the studio. And then, early the next morning, he found the other corpse at the rooftop amusement park. He told me something came over him, and he just did it.
Okay, so... Okay. How did you... What I'm confused about, aside from all this, why did you reopen the freezer? How did you end up... What impression do you have of teachers? Shady workplace. The work conditions are harsh, but there are 3 times a year with no class. I'm not close to done to asking questions, E. Okay, it's left me. Everyone abandons me. What food do you like? Sweet. I remember the taste of my first lovey. I need this Tamagotchi in real life now. Anyway. What was I saying? Right. No, what, yeah, how did you end up with the body?
6 years ago on the 11th, my father called me home. The floorboards were overturned, and in the floor was the suitcase. Shoma wasn't home at the time. My father was just standing there. No expression.
The corpse was in that suitcase?
Yeah. I think after he sobered up, he realized the mistake he made. He didn't know what to do, so he called me.
What happened next?
Hello, fellow daughter. Would you like to see this corpse that I found on the top of the roof?
He told me everything that he did.
Oh my god! You're so stupid, you know that? You're like the stupidest bottom-feeding dad ever!
I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't going to fix this!
It's fine. I'll take care of it.
So you took the body to Gen's place?
Yes.
So Genny did nothing wrong. I asked him to do it.
You know, this is making a lot more sense now that I think about it, because when we did her Somnium, she saw the corpse, and, like, her Somnium was fucked. Like, it was straight fucked. Like, I was wondering, I understand she was disturbed, but, like, why was it so disturbed? It's making sense now that we know that Komeiji was her father. He's dead, right? I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Amame.
Okay, I get it. Genny was staying quiet to protect you, Mame. But I need to know more. I want to ask one more thing. It's...
We can continue this later. This is an emergency. The building has been surrounded.
Oh, okay. Great. Again?
What?
Man, every time. Man, they're good at finding us. I mean, then again, Aiba does have like a GPS tracker built into her, I think. So,
Thanks for the show.
So, in the last game, Pewter was the fucker. Is Boss gonna be the fucker this time?
A true monster, just like the rumors. It was quite the spectacle. But enough is enough. Our team is equipped with live rounds. Please surrender, or else...
Or else what? You gonna shoot us to death? I'd like to see you try.
Didn't Mizuki get shot in the shoulder like 2 minutes ago? No, don't worry about it.
Mizuki, you're being irrational. What are you planning?
Is that a flashbang? Like, a little flashbang bullet?
I'm going to stun grenade them and get past them while they're immobilized.
Are you serious? Even if you get past them, what will you do after that? Do you plan on running away forever? All four of us?
Yeah, I could live the fugitive life.
Mizuki, I agree with Aiba. There's no point trying to fight our way out of this.
Can Date speak directly to Mizuki via telepathic kinesis now?
We should just raise the white flag.
I guess. That's actually pretty handy if you think about it.
Okay.
Mommy!
Run, Kenny!
Amame!
Don't be stupid! Get back!
Mommy.
Drop your gun!
Oh.
Amame!
Kenny!
If that's how it's gonna be, I'll create an opening for you. Amame, you run through it, okay?
Wait! Kenny!
Detain him!
Stop! Kenny didn't do anything wrong! He's a kind person! He didn't do anything wrong! This is all my fault! Stop! Stop! Please stop!
No!
Mommy!
Open fire!
Oh!
Amame, are you okay?
Yes! But Kenny, you're...
Don't you worry about me. As long as you're okay. That is...
Kenny! 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 Stay with me!
Amame, I have a favor to ask. Can you sing me that song?
What song?
The flower that blooms in snow.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from everything. In the dark, the shadows settle in. We embark, but cannot see a thing. Rejoice, you're not alone, you are renewed. Everyone is here with you.
Mame, I don't think I can talk much longer. So I wanted to tell you something.
I have control. Oh my god. Hey, cunts! I can't click on them. I can't click on him either.
I liked you as a friend. At least, that's what I told myself. But I truly loved. I just couldn't accept it. Even after I realized it, I acted like a friend, treated you almost like a daughter. That's how I acted around you. It was the first time in my life I felt like this. I didn't know what to do.
Kenny, you're so cute.
What about me is cute? I'm as rugged as my name suggests.
But I like that about you. I like how big and strong you are. Just being near you makes me feel safe.
That would change real quick if I took off my mask.
No, that's not true. I think your face is nice too. I like you whether or not you have a mask on.
She probably likes me as a friend. Or maybe it's something more childish, like her stuffed animal or pet. But I was okay with that, as long as it meant being with her. And then she came to me for help. The situation was dire, but it made me so happy. But it was fleeting. I knew nothing would come of it. I am hideous after all. Oh God, how could you be so cruel? I wish I never realized how I truly felt. Nothing happens, nothing's there. I wanted to live a plain, dull life. I wanted to die quietly, alone. And now, everything that's hurt me before means nothing. Everything that's hurt me before is nothing compared to the hurt I feel now. Oh God, why are you so cruel to me? She'll never love me. She's precious, pure, innocent, and beautiful. Why did you have to show her to me, God? I resent you, Creator. I curse you for this terrible fate you've given me. No, I can't. That's not the truth. I am grateful to God. I met you. My fate was meeting you.
Kenny!
Mame. I am truly happy.
No. Kenny, you're kidding, right? No. No! Kenny! Kenny! Kenny!
I don't like this ending. Is that the Gen and Amame ending? Bruh, that sucked. What the hell? No, I don't want to see the credits. What ending was that? Gen and Amame route. Okay. That's unlocked now? Okay. We can do this now. Okay. Wasn't there another split or okay, no, that was the only that was the only split, excuse me, that I had access to. Oh my god. Alright, well, honestly, I mean, I guess it's for the best, like, for timing-wise at least. Like, I should probably get going. It's past midnight. I started really late today. Like, 9 p.m. Why does that have to be the ending for these two? I like these characters. I liked Pro ZD and his, whatever the fuck clown mask that is. Like, the other endings are so nice. Like, Leon and Kizuna's ending is nice. Shoma and Komeji's ending is nice. And then you have this one where he just fucking dies. God damn it. Alright, well, yeah, this is a good place to leave off, I think. Man, this story is too much. Wow, yeah, his Somnium was way back here. And then we had, Mizuki 2's Somnium. And yeah, Komeji is... No, he was not dead in this route. Was he? I don't know, it's hard to keep track of this shit. Yeah, this is... No, he was dead, because he was found... No, that goes back to this timeline, doesn't it? I don't know which one of these is canon. It's hard to tell. Anyway, there's Tokiko with her, face. I'm gonna get going now, but before I do... Yes, it autosaves. I'll use the autosave. I was like, do I save? No, it autosaves. I can continue next time with that unlocked area. But before I go... Oh, there's nothing new. I thought I picked up an eyeball-y, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Shouldn't I have gotten something new? I'm so cute. I thought I would have gotten something new. You know, I'm just now realizing, I think I made a comment about how, like, I like this hairstyle just a little bit more than this one. But it turns out that they ended up using it because now there's a fucking clone of her. And there's DNA Tama. I want to look through this just for a second and see if anything else makes sense now. Aside from that. I still really like this picture. It's a good reference. No, that's it. Okay. I picked up an eyeball-y. Maybe it was one that I grabbed earlier, but I reset the Somnium, so me picking it up again didn't trigger anything. Anyway, yeah, no, it seems like I'm about to get into, like, the meaty route. Which is, I don't remember what timeline it was, but it was, like, you know, a pretty involved one on Mizuki's route, so... Yeah, that'll be next time I play this. Anyway, thanks for stopping by for tonight. This game is a fucking, like, acid trip sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, here's some advice. If you get a 3D printer, print a giant fucking slug. It is the most satisfying thing in the world. I cannot stop touching it. It's like... What a horrendous noise. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.